Coming up now. Have you tried Andrew's turmeric yet? Have you been reading it all about turmeric? It is so much fun once you order and start taking these products and then you start reading about the benefits. Andrew's gonna share benefits, but let me just say, the more you learn, the more there is to learn. It's very exciting, and if you're not taking turmeric yet, turmeric is something you wanna learn about and you probably wanna start taking. So let me show you what the choices are, because for the weekend, for our weekend special pricing, we have a 30, a 60, a 180, or a 360, or excuse me, and a 240 count. So 30, 60, 120, 240 are the sizes. It's the Turmeric400, and here's our regular everyday HSN pricing. For the visit, you can see 40, 20, 12, $6 off. So we're down to $89.90 if you want to stock up and get the largest size. Most people order the largest size when they can, because obviously that's where the biggest savings is going to be. And on top of that, when you run out, you're going to wish you'd ordered the larger one. So if you'd like to pick up the largest one, whatever works for you, whatever works for your budget, but that's always, it seems to be by far the most popular choice. But turmeric is a really special ingredient. It's an ancient ingredient, but your turmeric and the way you deliver this to us in this amazing product it's incredible. It's one of my new favorites. I have to say, it's one of my favorite products I take from you.
And you're not alone. I mean, turmeric, the more time we spend with turmeric, the more we learn about turmeric, the more we learn how beneficial it is. Initially, most people were taking it, and following on glucosamine chondroitin, it's appropriate, most people were taking it for its soothing benefits to our joints. But we now know, in terms of liver detoxifying, turmeric is second to pretty much no other ingredient that we could possibly potentially consume. And then in terms of its protective benefits to our digestive system, and then of course its protective benefits to our brain. But there is a problem with turmeric. It's not a side effect. The problem with turmeric is that turmeric, it isn't as simple as grinding up some turmeric and sticking it in a capsule. It isn't even as simple as taking the world's best extract of turmeric, meaning that you extract turmeric so it's the highest concentration possible of something called curcuminoids. It is these curcuminoids that's responsible for turmeric's benefits. But those curcuminoids, you could have a standardization of 95%, which is almost a perfect 100%. Put that in a capsule, and it will not be a beneficial product. We start with a 95% standardization of turmeric, but you can only start there, because what you also have to do is you have to overcome turmeric's inherent inability to be absorbed. That's the problem with turmeric. It's not absorbed well, and it's cleared rapidly. So what you have to do, there's two methodologies that have been established for overcoming turmeric's poor absorption. The first one was discovered a couple of thousand years ago in Asia. And that means you simply cook with turmeric. And when you cook with turmeric, you complex it with the fat of the foods it's been combined with. And by doing so, that fat potentiates the absorption of turmeric, multiplies it 20, 30 times. So it's 2,000, 3,000% more absorbable. So that's, I think, the most brilliant way. That's Mother Nature's best way, the natural way to do it. There's another way where you could take something like black pepper spice, piperine. And piperine, I think it might be because of the irritating role it plays, piperine can enhance the absorption of turmeric. It can also enhance the absorption of certain drugs or medications, which we might not want to see happen. So I stay away from the piperine model of improving turmeric's absorption, and I go back to the methodology that was proved a couple of thousand years ago. So what we do is we complex our turmeric with the perfect fat, the fat that's in the highest preponderance in the liver, phosphatidylcholine, also the most prominent phospholipid in the brain as well. So we complex our turmeric with phosphatidylcholine, thereby multiplying its availability by, as I said before, 2,000, 3,000%.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, so.
See, those little things that you would never know. People read, oh, turmeric's good for me, and you see it at the grocery store, you see it at the health food store, and you wouldn't even understand that that addition of that phosphatidylcholine, that one ingredient, makes a world of difference when it comes to absorbing the benefits.
Or cook with it, but when you cook with it and you cook with fat, then you complex it, you enhance its absorption. Simply having it in a beverage, turmeric in a water-soluble environment, that doesn't truly enhance its absorption absorbability. Of course, if maybe you have it with a little bit of fat, that can help a little bit. But the real way, and the way we have established and proven it to be more absorbable, is by actually complexing that turmeric and the curcuminoids themselves with the phosphatidylcholine. And that is, I think, the best way, the most natural way. As I say, turmeric, like cranberries, it's kind of one of the two natural ingredients that are the poster child for traditional ingredients that now have an abundance of scientific support. And if you want to go back traditionally with turmeric, you go back to complexing it with fat. And that's how they ensured it was absorbed, and they ensured the benefits centuries ago. And that's